It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 56, right. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Slam, slam, slam. Neutral, buckle. Watch out, watch out. What? Watch out. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. What? 64. Wait,
Murray now on first down. He finds McCoy. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
General, Max. Let's see what you got. Watch
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
March 43. March 43. I hope you watch your left because I'm about to take you to school. Chopper. Chopper.
2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They cannot.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he is all the way up past the 25. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Set, ready. 18 David. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Ready, go.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Toss play, Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Now a give, right side, Benjamin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set, ready. Man, touchdown. 56. Check back, check back.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This for his running back, McCoy. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. There's another scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Right there, 56. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got one.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Murray now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try the left side. Benjamin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
51, Mike 51. Rip left, rip left. Small. Mike 51. Hey, come left. Hey, let's go. Come crowd. Watch go. Watch the run. Hey, Mike, ready, go.
Second and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Check 56. 9.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hype, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Delta. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Go. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey. Go. Hey, let's go. Haywood. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
43 is the alpha. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. All day, just like that. Just like that. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. No.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Nice 7, let's go. Mark 47, go.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Cardinals 20, Saints nothing.
Here we go. 15 lining, 66. Bullet. Ready.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
58, right over there. Let's put that team on the bus. Shoot! Come on. 3. Set up. 58.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Jumper. Echo. 51's the mic. 2, 3. Hey. Go ahead, baby.
On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taywan Taylor, 79 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, Yet at the same time, not...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 15-6. 23 go. Coming to you. Coming to you. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
43 is the mic. 43. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. He'll look to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Going up top. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Check, 43.
2nd down 6.
Charlie.
At the 45-yard line.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Ready? Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, We would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 80 weapon. Switch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Go, go, go. Hustle. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 17 yards out, here the Cardinals push further out in front. Throwing again, Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
They've got his man complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 51. I got you. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Greystone travel. Ready.
Now back to throw.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Your trip is here.
Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go. Ringo.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points,